to Max Kellerman after the fight, and I don't know if you've heard that he kind of called Manny the best fighter of our era, and of course we asked him, well, more people would say Floyd, and he said it was up to people's perception and whatever people see because he moved up 8 weight classes. What is your take on that? I mean, is it even debatable at this point? They went head up, Floyd won. Is it even debatable who the best fighter of this era is right now?
I don't think it is, but, opinions are like assholes. Everybody has one, right? You know what I mean? Including my opinion. I mean, really, it's always important if you want to make it, but for me, I think that opinion is ridiculous. I don't think it's comparable. I think when you saw them in the ring with each other, I think you saw how ridiculous that opinion can be because, it looked like 2 different levels of fighter in there when they fought each other. So, I think it speaks for itself. As far as the weight class thing, I mean, that whole, Floyd can't keep growing. When you're a smaller weight class guy, you can go up 4 pounds and move up in weight. When you're a higher weight class guy, you got to move up 10, 15 pounds. So it's different when you move up in weight as you get bigger. So, I think even the whole moving up in weight thing is a bit on the ridiculous end as well. You judge them by what they accomplished, the way they looked as far as head-to-head, also the way they fought, their styles, who was more effective in their style. And I think Floyd ticks all the boxes and has the advantage in all facets over there. And then when they fought head-to-head, you saw head-to-head just exactly how they matched up. And for me, it wasn't even close. For anybody that watched the fight, it wasn't even close. And you saw, like I said before, looked like there was two fighters on 2 different levels. It looked like they didn't even compete in the same sport. I mean, literally, if you watch that fight, you're like, these guys fighting. These guys are both fighters. The one guy who didn't even look like a fighter that night, and one guy looked like several classes above the other guy. So, I think from that perspective, like I said, opinions are going to vary. Everybody's going to have their own, but I think the facts can kind of sway the opinion of people that really don't want to have an agenda against Floyd. And I think it's pretty clear Floyd is clearly the best fighter of this generation. He's been head and shoulders above everybody else. It doesn't mean there hasn't been other good fighters, other solid fighters, but clearly Floyd's been the best fighter of this generation. Just like for me in the 90s, I mean, for me in the hold on, fucking bitch, I would have motorcycle coming back. For me in the 90s, it was Roy Jones, especially the late part of the 90s. It was clearly Roy Jones, even though there were some of the great fighters in that era. The late 90s was clearly a Roy Jones era, So just like right now, I mean, I feel like the Mayweather era has been dominated by Floyd Mayweather. And there's been other solid fighters, Manny being one of them, but he's definitely not on the level of Manny, definitely not on the level of Floyd, and as has nobody else. I mean, nobody else has been on that level either. That's why it's the Floyd Mayweather era.